All right, welcome to the third review of the evening. Up this time is Morels the Hunt 2. Morels 2 is a simulation game about mushroom hunting and wildlife photography. Experience a diverse range of locations spanning across the globe. Increase your hunter and photographer levels by collecting a variety of mushrooms. Photographing, uh, photograph- Photographing animals, and completing weekly tasks. Like, we sure do get a lot of weird games.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, so this was assigned to the Galax for review. So have at it.
So, first off, warning, there was a large patch today that was supposed to fix a fatal error problem that the game had, and it's still finicky to get running. They say that it's still reasonably likely that it will have a fatal error when you first try to play the game, and things you can do to fix it include turning off the Squirrel Pong loading screen, which is literally just playing Pong with two squirrels as the paddles. Um, Starting the game in exploration mode and going to a different map first, or just it might do it the first time and then won't do it again. I did all of those things, and the second time I played, it worked fine in spite of the fact that I don't know. You move around pretty slowly. The controls are a little awkward. Um, but yeah, what you do is it plops. You get to choose a difficulty mode where between easy and normal, where easy makes it so you don't have to worry about ticks and something else. Um, and then it drops you in place, and your goal is to find morel mushrooms, also to find other mushrooms, of which there are several kinds, which immediately they restore your energy. But also there are some long-term goals relating to collecting numbers of mushrooms, and also to take pictures of wildlife. Wildlife pictures give you points which are used to purchase upgrades, such as shoes to make you run faster, a headlamp that lets you explore at night as well as during the day, and stuff like that. Um, there are even upgrades like what it's showing here, which is a deer blind. Here's the thing, though. Most of those are very expensive. They cost thousands of points, and taking a picture of an animal gives you like 20 to 50 normally. And these places are not chock-a-block full of animals. Or at
I'm
least the
looking
early
at some
ones
of these
are.
animals that are showing up. Where the hell is this guy?
As it says, there are locations all over the world.
I guess fair?
They're all vaguely named. I only got to go to a couple of them. The first two are Birch Forest and then like Meadowland, which are not very. Anyway, you have to deal with weather. You have to deal with. You do also get to choose the real life time length of your day, which can be good if you don't want to play for as long, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I turned it down a little bit so I could get my thing, but so I could get more in. But I'm not sure if that was a good idea because I did not actually get around to finding many Morels because, unfortunately, their locations seem to be kind of arbitrary. You get a flag that you can put down that keeps marked on your mini map where they are, but unfortunately, the compass is one of the 1,000 point upgrades, so I was not able to get that. There are also objects that you can pick up to collect as trophies. There are mysterious animals or phantom animals or whatever that you can get pictures of in certain things. On the first map, apparently there's a unicorn. So they're not all real. Also, there's also a part in the hub where you can test drive the horse and the ATV that you can later unlock to explore around. And there are like robot parts out there that you can get that if you get them, it decorates in your lodge, I guess. So yeah, you take pictures of animals to get more stuff, basically, to unlock the ability to get more stuff. You collect the morels to progress things. There are weekly and daily goals. There's also a golden morel in each area that you have to collect that I didn't find any of, but there is a guide on the site that points out the locations, and if I decide to play more, I'll do that. I'm not sure about the actual effort and quality of this game. It's pleasant to play, aside from when you get stuck in the dark and you can't see where you're going very well, but that was partially my fault because I'm not great at navigating. But you move around a little bit slow. When you look down at your feet, the inverse kinematics are terrible, and you can't always. I mean, it's first person, but you can look down and see part of your body. The locations of collectibles, they don't really give you a significant hint. One of the power-ups you can buy will ping a location of a thing on the map, I guess, apparently. But I think those are expendable and probably not worth it for the amount of points you get for animal photos. Allegedly, animals get more plentiful and rarer as the days in-game progress. I guess apparently the length of the full campaign is 100 days. Although if you do mark a place, the mushrooms do regrow. It's not like there's a limited number of morels on each map, and you can only get that many. But the first week goal is to get 50, and I got 10 the first day and none the second. The trailer footage here is definitely cherry-picking moments where there's interesting stuff around. Sometimes it seems like plants and things would be clipping through the ground, so I don't know how carefully it was created. I mean, it all feels pleasant. It's only when you really look at it closely you start noticing weird stuff. Oh, also, there is a extremely large number of faces that you can select for your mini-map icon. I don't know why. A lot of them are very generic. I'm not going to accuse them of being AI, but a lot of them are in a very similar style as you might see if they were. So yeah, I don't know.
Does this game have a multiplayer aspect, or is it just single player only?
I didn't see one. So the music is very chill. Again, it's overall a pretty pleasant experience to play, but the upgrading process is very slow. It feels like either that or I was just absolutely terrible at everything. It seems a little bit random about where useful things are. So yeah, I don't know. I have kind of mixed impressions on this one. And the fact that it doesn't seem to be running smoothly is also an issue. Although again, I didn't have problems after the first time, but again, usually when you're playing a game and you see fatal exception or whatever, you're not going to be positively inclined about that.
Right.
Do you guys have any questions?
Not I.
I think I'm good.
Oh, also, I played on controller. Apparently, you can also use mouse and keyboard. On the controller, it was kind of awkward.
I would imagine this being a first-person game.
Huh?
I would imagine with this being a first-person game.
It just seemed like when you're turning the camera to focus on things, it was a little bit loose. It would keep going a little bit, like for a split second after you stop and stuff.
There's probably an acceleration setting that in the game they could probably tweak.
Maybe. I saw one for mouse sensitivity, but I didn't use that because I didn't use the mouse, except for to select a few menu options that were being a pain otherwise. There is also in the options, aside from turning off the squirrel pong, there is also an option for arachnophobes to turn off spiders and replace them with bunnies or something, or bunny heads, like bunny doll heads. I don't know, something like that. So I have at least one friend that would probably appreciate that. So I really, I'm not sure exactly what to make of this. How much is it going for, Adam?
Let me see here. It's pricing in at $20 with a 15% discount right now until May 1st. It is $16.99.
I guess $15 or $16 would be okay. I probably wouldn't want to go with the 20.
It looks like there's at least more to this game than my $20 game.
It apparently has a bunch of replay value, especially if you don't use a guide to find all the stuff.
I could see this one being more interesting because it had a multiplayer component.
Yeah.
You know, you and a couple dudes going on a nature hike could be interesting.
Yeah, I like the idea of wandering around collecting objects and mushrooms and taking pictures of animals. This feels like it's a little bit sloppily put together for that, for like being a full $20 game. But I don't know, and maybe they will improve it more once they figure out what the fatal error problem is. I mean, they figured out most of it apparently when the patch today had to re-download the whole game, so hopefully they get it working really well at some point.
Okay then. Anything else?
Not really. I like the idea.
All right then.
Just could have been a little smoother.
So that'll about do it for this game. Be sure to tune in after the break as we review Hyper Light Drifter.